change when it came to internet connection, but it seems like Zero Bands here does take out Hambino, the mute on the side of PD, but the Maverick being taken out on the side of NoMercy Apollo.
Swapping mags!
As it seems like they're going to go for somewhat of a late trench take, seemingly abandoning breach there.
A bomb has been located.
But Chef seemingly have pulled back to
Going Selma, get ready for the breach. Reloading ammo.
pulling back to site.
My toxic bag.
But just more area denial coming out here from the smoke on the side of Puff Chatty, as NoMercy Apollo has to make something work here. Breach isn't being opened, and PD is playing quite passive, very passive. As another kill comes out from Zero Bands, taking down the DMR guy on the side of Mozzie, and he gets another one. That's Chef going down, but he gets taken out himself. It's just the Sledge left in a 1v2, pushing the smoke, but gets shut down by Puff Chatty. That was extremely close on both sides there. That could have been lost very easily, but very well done when it came to the side of PD, holding that. Alright, going into third round here. Looking at the scoreboard, Zero Bands on the side of NoMercy Apollo is pulling off that top frag, but not surprised as he is on the side with the fewest numbers. Going into this, we're going to a master bedroom office hold here. With a Kali, and Ash, and an Amaru coming out from the side of NoMercy Apollo, but that Kali is being six-picked off. Very wise choice, if you ask me, being picked off of that ace. And Amira coming out for the side of PD. Again, I apologize for that interruption in the stream there, as we did seem to have a little bit of internet connection issues, but hopefully that is the end of that, so we can continue casting as we have already. Alright, going into round number 3 here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
It will be interesting to see if PD tries to handle this growing aggression from NoMercy Apollo, as Zero Bands is the only one who seems was able to do anything on that second round on that basic hold. Seeming to be a very stereotypical site setup with those Valkyrie cameras coming out from Puff Chatty. That's an interesting camera placement there, being right next to the default camera, being very able to be spotted, but these other camera spots seem to be coming in, I guess, could come in clutch for this player.
Left before insertion.
It'd be interesting to see this Mira setup, though, as Finger Goat does seem to be going for those default reinforcements when it comes to rotations. But seeing as NoMercy Apollo does have that Amaru on their side, who does seem to be going for a solar take. Be interesting to see how this works out, as there are currently, there were 3, but now are 2 members chilling up there, and he goes in, and he does take down Puff Chatty on the Valkyrie, the one who was watching him. Chef was doing that reinforcement, but does refrag his teammate without taking any damage himself. But seeing as that is that Zero Band's got another, I guess, essential frag on that Valkyrie while losing his life. Had he gotten both kills in that situation, that could have been monumental on how that round changed out. But Chef getting some damage done on himself, as the attackers do seem to rotate to Canine Balcony. With Chef rotating up these library stairs, having on about 75 HP himself, he does seem to be trying to go and deny any sort of bathroom window push here, but unknown to him, the only attacker that's doing such is the Ash on the roof. She's not interested in dropping down to where she knows, due to the man advantage, that she can be out-peaked here. Ace seemingly trying to go for this mezzanine breach, unsure if anybody is mezzanine, fireplace, or library. It doesn't seem that NoMercy Apollo is using any drones whatsoever. And as I say that, the drone work does come out, but that mute in the hands of Hambino on the side of PD does come in clutch when it comes to this drone denial. It seems that PD is interested in not letting NoMercy Apollo have any rounds of their own. And Ash from the below allows their teammate to get the breach open with that ace coming in clutch. That hard breach staying alive. Something that I pointed out first round. That hard breach staying alive did not happen. A bread loaf coming out from the ace. Misses some shots on the Mira finger goat as well. Two members of PD now on 75 HP, but only 40 seconds left in a 2v4. NoMercy Apollo can pull this off if they play their cards right. They need to clear Chef from this side of the map. If they do that, they can get almost undisputed map control of Mezzanine and Fireplace. Then they can go for a side execute. But seeing as they haven't, it doesn't seem they have any idea that he's there, and he picks off the ace, but taking massive damage himself now on to maybe 20 HP as the Ash is forced to push, taking damage from main stairs as Hambino does push. Finger Goat going for the flank, and Hambino getting the final kill of round 3 onto the Ash with that Nitro Cell as the Mira was going for the flank. Alright, going into round 4 here. Zero Bands is still top fragging with, there is only one member in this lobby. I'm not sure how you say that username, but the Ash of last round, pulling no frags considering he has monumental more targets than the opposing team. Going for a kitchen dining room take here. An Osa pick coming out that must be six picked off, team killed, or that round does go to automatically to PD. A 6-pick coming out from PD, going from that Melusi to the Bandit. Interesting that the Rook is going to stay in play. Be interesting to see, though, if Chef does seem to go for a spawn peek here. No 6-pick coming out for the Osa on the side of NoMercy. But seeing as that this will have to be a TK, making this a 2v5 if this round, if they don't want this round to automatically go on to the side of PD. PD obviously probably expecting a 6-pick coming from the side of NoMercy there, as it seems that the Osa on the side of Apollo wants to go 0-4. Definitely an interesting site setup coming in from the PD guys, with no drone work coming in at all from the side of NoMercy Apollo. Really not much to say here. Site is being set up, but finally some sort of drone movement when it comes to the NoMercy Apollo side. If you're in a 3v5, you simply can't waste any time. You have to take advantage of all the time you have to drone, get all that intel that you can. And going into this attacking phase, if there isn't a team kill coming from the side of NoMercy here, then this round automatically goes to PD. Seeing as that we are now technically, it's 0-4. Regardless of how this round plays out, if NoMercy continues to play this round without the TK, regardless if they win, they are automatically losing this round. It looks like just a straight rush up West Main with the R4C in the hands of the Ash, contemplating whether or not to take out this default cam. As seeing as that goes on, he has no choice. His position now made aware, as shots have been heard and calls have been made, especially with that taking out the mute gem on the side of the Thermite. And the Legion peaks, and there goes Puff Chatty. Zero Band picking up his 5th kill, and there goes the Thermite picking up his 2nd kill on the map. Now, the odds are suddenly been even in a 3v3, but a flank comes out from Chef, taking out one, unsure where the other is, and Thermite taking a massive amount of damage, downing DMR guy. It seems like that even if the Thermite just completely unaware as his teammate, the Osa, is just droning completely unaware of what's happening around him. DMR guy is still down. No apparent res gonna go put in effect, with the Rook having rotated up blue stairs. Finally, the Osa finally off drone, finally checks the flank, something he should have been watching for his teammate. That Ash was essential, picking up that first kill and assisting the Thermite with the other. This Osa seemingly going to go up blue stairs with the Thermite holding the angle into trophy here. Unsure what he should push. As he does get pushed by the Rook. No, Rook taking no damage and DMR Guy being res. Case is cold on the ground with 1:10 left, just in the hands of the Osa on the side of NoMercy Apollo. Even if, and it seems decreasingly likely with the lack of reaction time from NoMercy Apollo, that even if they win this with just 1 minute left, that this round is going to PD no matter what. Yep. Attempted free fire coming out as the Rook does choose to get aggressive. Somewhat of a good choice. And Osa does not see the Jaeger on Chef. And with that, it is an 0-4 split so far. The best that NoMercy could possibly hope to achieve at the moment is a 4-2 split. Even with the Osa on their team who didn't use any utility, I'm not aware of any operators on the side of the attacking team that used their utility at all that round. And because of that, I believe that they're losing. Had they used their utility properly, I feel, especially if the Osa wasn't droning for half that round, that something could have happened. Going back to a wine cellar snowmobile defense here from PD. Swapping out that mirror for a mute, although it hasn't been confirmed with 5 seconds left in the phase, but it is confirmed. With no hard breach on the side of NoMercy Apollo besides the Maverick. And even then, he's only a half-hearted half-breach. When it comes to just the torch, best thing he can do is get a hole open or maybe make the wall soft. But even then, that takes a considerable amount of time and skill, assuming PD doesn't attempt to deny that at all. And knowing as PD, they've denied almost every attempt that NoMercy Apollo has made so far. And if NoMercy Apollo were actually playing with any hope of winning this, which you would think they would considering they chose to 3v5 rather than forfeit. And because of that, you would think they would bring somebody on entry. Zero bans on the Ashe and the Amaru has shown to be extremely effective in this game so far. Basically a kill and a half last round, and an Amaru rush had been executed maybe a couple seconds sooner, 2 rounds ago, could have dramatically changed how that round went. But it just seems like that nobody wants to play the rules of an entry, an anti-hard breach, and somebody who's going to assist that hard breach. The Maverick or the Flores. The Maverick has been brought every round, but he has not been, except for last, and just hasn't been effective. The only time that a hard breach was effective on the side of NoMercy Apollo was round, I believe it was round 2. That ace go for upstairs did get breach open, but besides that, no hard breach on the side of NoMercy Apollo has been effective. But seeing as we do have a 3-man site hold here, DMR guy is off site with that Mozzie running the commando following the recent P10 Roni nerf, if you consider that recent. And with Maverick taking some hits, as they do try to go for a trench push again, but it seems like that's just not going to happen, as only 2 members are there. With Twitch going in for a Solarium push, seeing if he can do something down West Main. Possibly, maybe flank that blue. Unaware of the Jaeger, who is increasingly close to her position. Chilling on that West Main, waiting for that opportunity to flank. If the Twitch pulls this off correctly, maybe drones herself for the first time this match, she could achieve something. With Maverick taking more than half of his damage, and nothing yet to come in from the fragger of 0 bans. Seems like not much is going to be effective. As this Twitch, seemingly unaware what she wants to push. Wallbang's extremely close to the Jaeger, and she had no idea was there, but Jaeger now alerted to her position as they attempt to wallbang each other. Twitch not being effective at all, but then again, there's Jaeger, but the Twitch hasn't been effective at all this game, although the Jaeger on the side of Chef has. Going 4-1, he is top fragging for his team, and has the best KD in the lobby. Go back to spectating the trench hold here. Maverick just seemingly holding an angle, unsure what he's going to attempt to do, as nobody's on the side of PD is going to peek him. Very well done. But 0 bans does take out Chef, getting him 6 kills so far. Now a top fragger in the lobby. As Maverick and Ashe have regrouped and are going to attempt to take Kitchen Hats with only 45 seconds remaining. 0 bans on that Ashe, seemingly going to go down blue. But finally, the Twitch gives some kind of impact on the round and takes out Hambino. But suddenly, we're in a 3v2 with a double kill coming out from 0. This is a very winnable round for NoMercy Apollo if they get these crossfires off effectively with 30 seconds remaining. Zero gonna attempt to push into blue. Sees the smoke but misses his shots. 2 kills ringing out from PD, bringing this round back to winnable. A 1v2 with Defuser cold on the ground in blue on the player who has not made any significant impact until now. A smoke canister coming out. Shots exchanging with 10 seconds left. The Twitch has to push on a superior positioning, and there it is. DMR guy taking out PD, giving them a 5-0 lead on what possibly could have been NoMercy Apollo's best chance so far to get around on the attacking side. It feels to me that NoMercy Apollo got a little bit too cocky there, and rather than going for a slow, methodical push, they decided to YOLO it, basically, because they had the man advantage, and that's what cost them the round. They could have gotten around there, could have possibly achieved that 4-2 split. But now, it seems that the only split they could possibly hope to achieve is a 5-1. Alright, going into another Master Office site, we do have a hard breach coming out. This time, it seems that almost every player on the side of NoMercy Apollo has played hard breach at least once this attacking half. And I'm not sure why the current ace on this round stuck with went onto the ace when he actually got his first kill of the map last round on that Twitch. If I was him, I would have stuck with what I actually had success with, so I could hope to recreate that. Maybe actually help my team instead of going 0-5 with 0 assists. And it seems like the only member that's having consistent effect on the round here, on the side of NoMercy Apollo, is Zero Bands, going 7-5, averaging at least a kill a round. But if we want to look on the side of PD, Chef and the DMR guy are, I wouldn't say carrying, because this is somewhat of a disadvantage, an extremely advantaged game for them, but they are top fragging on their side, whereas Ambino, FingerGoat, and Puff Chatty are only 2 kills each. But even then, they're being very conservative, playing very passive, and they're making sure that they're winning these rounds, something that a lot of teams that get super aggressive can't say. Even with the extreme man advantage they have from the beginning of the round, they don't get overly aggressive, and they stick to what they're supposed to hold, winning these essential rounds. In my opinion, a very interesting mirror setup coming out here from the DMR guy. And there it is, the opening kill of the round. Zero Bands getting that nade on the bandit of FingerGoat. And with that, I feel like it sets the tempo. And even though that NoMercy Apollo is still down in man advantage, they are starting to take library control, now only being contested by the Jaeger of Chef. And the Jaeger of Chef, as it is, just took out the ace, making him going 1-6. Meaning, the only effect he's had on this entire game was last round when he went as a Twitch. Again, as I mentioned, go what you're having, success with. There's no point in not. Now, a pinch could come out here from NoMercy Apollo, but it seems like they're just going to stand there and stare at where this Jaeger was. Zero Band's finally getting on that drone and doing some of the first drone work we've seen from NoMercy Apollo this game. He does miss-drone the Jaeger of Chef. How do you miss-drone that? He's going to push in, telling his teammate on the Iana that it is somewhat clear, but the Iana drone of Iana does see that Chef is still there. Chef pulls down to first floor. Sledge still thinking that he's there, but Puff Chatty has these holes. Look at this! Sledge pulls down, attempting to cut off the Jaeger. But Chef knows he's there, and Zero doesn't. And it seems like maybe they're absolutely clueless that each other is there, but Zero goes for the push. Chef seems to know that an opponent is in the area, but unsure of where he is. Zero, you still have a frag. Frag this guy out, and they get into engagement, and Chef is taken down, with about 25 damage taken on the side of Zero. With the Iana and on the Iana, getting into somewhat of a confrontation with Puff Chatty, who takes a massive amount of damage, now on a one-hit status. With 50 seconds left, this could be a NoMercy round if they play it correctly. Talking about getting too aggressive when they have that man advantage. Seemingly pushing into Solarium unopposed, except for that Hambino on PD, both taking massive amounts of damage. Zero Band's now on 25 with Hambino on about 60. And with that, seems like this is going to be a very late Solarium take with Hambino picking up the kill on Zero Bands. with it's just now the Iana left. Downing Hambino, it's just now on the DMR guy and Puff Chatty. One on full HP as a 3-arm and the one on 1 HP.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left. Diffuser is still pulled on the ground. He has to pick up some frags here.
5 seconds left.
And look at that. He pulls off the kill on DMR guy, but if he was a little bit faster, he could have pulled off that kill on Puff Chatty, who was 1 HP. One hit through the wall would have killed him. And with that, we're at an 0-6 half. That could have been an easy round for NoMercy Apollo had they pushed a little bit sooner, made the call to rotate to Solarium after that Jaeger was picked off. That could have been an essential push that could have won them the round. And with that, we are on to match point for PD as predicted by members of the audience. This could be an easy 7-0 for PD. And with that, it'll be their second 7-0 in a row. Alright, going into what could possibly be the last round of this match, onto a snowmobile wine hold with a Mozzie, a Mute, and a Vigil coming out from the side of NoMercy. No, change that to a Jaeger, as it seems like there's going to be some sort of hard push and annoying push coming out from PD with that Ace, Ash, Fuse, Zofia, and the Nomad. Not a massive game coming out from anybody on the side of PD. They're all seeming to be pulling their own weight and winning the necessary gunfights. And with that, they're winning those essential rounds. But Zero Bands having somewhat of a good game when he is down 3-5. He is coming in where his team needs him, but at the same time, he's losing essential gunfights he shouldn't lose. He has these utility in pocket that he should be using, and he's not. Be interesting to see just exactly how much utility this setup can deny, as it doesn't seem like anybody's going to be going for hatches. Yeah, the Mozzie going straight upstairs for some looking like a mezzanine library hold, but isn't going for hatches at all. The Mute seemingly taking care of most of their reinforcing and anti-hard breach. The Jaeger putting down his utility and assisting with that reinforcing, but it doesn't seem like there is going to be much that they can do to stop this, what is going to be a brutal PD advance.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
And I do eat my words from before, but it does seem like the Mozzie is getting these hatches, although extremely late, not setting him up in a good position to roam. And site setup still coming in extremely late from NoMercy, but even then you can't blame them. They're only able to get so much with their limited numbers. Chef is popping all of his ace charges on the wall, assuming that the fuse in the hands of Puff Chatty is going to be able to get all those off. With air jabs coming out and Zofia charges flying, it seems like, yep, the hard breach is going to be getting open with Zero Bands. I'm not sure what you're attempting to do. Nobody's out there. He doesn't know. He wastes his nitro. And with that, the critical plant denial, half of the critical plant denial from NoMercy Apollo is gone. Now, seeing as that there are members of PD on breach now, there weren't before. And no opening pick yet coming in, and we're a minute into the round. Finger Goat is pushing down blue, and there it is, the beginning of the end, as the DMR guy does take out the Mozzie. But the Jaeger does take significant amounts of damage, but trades out Finger Goat on the Ash in a 2v4 now, extremely winnable, but fuse charges coming out from Puff Chatty. And there it is, Zero Bands forced to rotate from those fuse charges is taken out. Now this Jaeger is in a 1v4, soon to be a post-plant. And there it is, a post-plant on seemingly 1 HP, and he's not even on site. Going for this fuse play, and the fuse doesn't even know. And there it is. He does pick up another kill onto Puff Chatty. Now on a 1v3, but everybody knows where he is. There's no way he can possibly clutch this on 1 HP. Shots ringing out from both sides as members of PD do relocate to better hold against this retake. Going into the last 10 seconds of this stage here, it does seem, with him pushing down blue stairs and getting shut down by DMR guy, it is an easy 7-0 for PD for the win over NoMercy Apollo, with the final score lines being as shown on your screen now. And with that, somewhat of an easy game for the boys on PD. And with that, I wrap up this casting session, and I thank you, the viewer. And don't forget to like, subscribe, so you can see when I cast next. And I wish all the good rest of your night.